And then later on, Mohale came out and said, no, what? I do not want 50% of the money you worked for. I want 50% of the money Showmax paid you for that ceremony that we did, that we called a wedding. Hello everyone, thank you for turning on the blue lights. Now, the news of the hour this morning is about Somizi and Mohale. Now, we all remember the ugly separation that they went through. Now, Mohale later on came out and said, you know what, actually, we were customary married, and therefore it means that we were married in community of a property. All right. So Somizi came out to say, you're not getting even a cent from the money I worked hard for. All right. So he continued and opened a case of divorce against Mohale. And then Mohale came out and said, no, what? I do not want 50% of the money you worked for. I want 50% of the money Showmax paid you for that ceremony that we did, that we called a wedding. All right. So obviously when Showmax was shooting Somizi and Mohale's wedding, Showmax paid a 1.5 million rand. That is according to Mohale, okay? And he wants half of that money because that was the agreement. All right, so basically that's the money that Mohale wants, okay? And then he wants him to also pay for his car because he damaged it. And he wants him again to pay him because he broke his ribs once, you know, because according to Mohale, Usomizi was abusive, okay? And he used to moor the hell out of him. Yeah, bo. Now, after this whole drama, Somizi opening a case of divorce against Mohale and then later on coming to say, I'm withdrawing the case. You know, people got confused. They thought now Mohale has won because Somizi is going to pay half of his money to Mohale and all of that. But it's not true. Ukhrot Mane ain't paying any cent to the Ben 10, okay? Because he released a statement on Instagram. Please join me as I read. I became aware of the information posted in the media and social media on 9 March 2023 regarding the divorce case between me and Mohale. I wish to state the truth facts regarding the withdrawal of the divorce action, as much as the information circulated is simply incorrect. 1. Both Mohale and I were initially in agreement that we entered into a valid customary marriage. It is indeed Mohale who in the first correspondence between us stated that a valid customary marriage was entered into and that we were married in community of property. 2. I issued a summons for divorce, as this is the only manner in which a marriage can be legally dissolved in accordance with South Africa's law. 3. We initially agreed to enter into a settlement negotiations in an attempt to end the marriage amicably. I never wanted the matter to become protracted and acrimonious. 4. The decision to withdraw the divorce actions comes after we were unable to reach an agreement regarding the existence of the marriage. We had initially agreed that the marriage existed, but Mohale later claimed that no valid marriage has taken place. 5. I obtained an option from an expert in customary law, and after carefully considerations, I have accepted that no valid customary marriage was entered into. The decisions to withdraw the actions avoid protracted, constantly and acrimonious litigations proceedings as a result. And the action for divorce has been withdrawn and the litigations in respect of the divorce is now finalized. This means that no divorce proceedings will take place. 6. Although I received legal advice suggesting that Mohale's disavowal of our marriage may have warranted an exception to the usual rule of the withdrawing party paying legal cost, I opted to offer to cover the cost. This decision was influenced by the fact that the case was still in the early stages and the legal cost was relatively small. 8. The matter was never heard by a court and no court has considered the merits of this dispute and made a ruling of those disputes. I am grateful that the matter has been resolved and that I can focus on the future. I hope that we can find a path towards healing and a resolution. I respectfully ask that our privacy during this time of transition be respected. Sincerely, Somizi Mhlongo. So, according to this letter, Somizi only opened the case because Mohale was talking about customary law and the 50-50 share of properties and all of that. Now, the withdrawal comes after Mohale's disavowal of their marriage. It means now Mohale is denying there was ever a marriage to start with. So it means he is saying, you know what, we were not married, you and I, so there is no need for us to be going through this. All right. So guys, to set the record straight, Somizi is not going to pay any cent to Mohale. He is only going to pay his legal team for all the trouble now that he is withdrawing the case. Did we get it? We did. Now, ladies and gentlemen, do let me know what you think on the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for listening.